Okay. Shall we go to the questions? Oh, first one is done, Pute. First one is done. No, it's still not, Pute. It's still not. It's still not. Second one, the second one is equal ZGH. ZGH, find the dimension of Z. Find the dimension of Z. H is height, Pute. The second one is equal ZGH. ZGH. Therefore, here there are two terms with it. Make a term solving man lazy. Make term solving man. Actually, with it, you have to go to the basic. Otherwise, you will make it on. I think I saw an answer sheets. Actually, in that answer sheet, that is student subject all the physical quantities. So that is wrong. Therefore, I think that may proceed is wrong to take. Therefore, go to the basic. I will let you know. I will let you know. Go to the basic. Go to the basic, Pute. So you know. So this is the basic concept. This is the basic argument. So this is an equation, Pute. This is an equation. Therefore, all the terms in the equation should have same dimension. All the terms in this equation should have same dimension. According to that argument. That is the argument. That is the argument. What argument? All terms in an equation should have the same dimension. Should have same dimension. Now there are only two terms. This is the first term, this is the second term. There are only two terms. In one side, there is one term. Therefore, dimension of E should be equal to dimension of ZGH. Therefore, dimension of E is equal dimension of Z into dimension of G into dimension of H. You have to determine the dimension, Pute. So when you are determining the dimension, you have to write it as dimension. Dimension of E is equal dimension of Z. You are not going to find the value of Z. And you have to write it as dimension. And don't write Z is equal blah 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 blah, then Z is equal ml blah 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 blah. Don't write thing. Don't write that thing. Z is not equal ml something. Dimension of Z is equal this thing. Therefore, you have to write it in the square bracket. Square bracket එක තියෙන්නම ඕනි. Otherwise, your answer will be wrong. Dimension of Z is equal to this one. Z is not equal to this one. Z means some physical quantity. Therefore, Z is not equal to ml maybe something. Dimension of Z is equal to that. And therefore, you have to write it as dimensional formula. Right. Now you can apply dimension of E. Dimension of E is equal M L square T minus T. Dimension of Z. Dimension of G is L T minus 2, dimension of H means L. Here L to L, capital one. T minus 2 will be cancelled out. Then Z is equal. Dimension of Z is equal. Therefore, you have to go to the basic. You have to go to the basic. Don't subject this one. Don't subject this one. Then otherwise, you will got actually you will follow some wrong procedures. Subject කරන්න එක තෝගල පටලව ගන්නවා. මම හිතුවා මම දැක්ක ආන්සර් එකේ සමන්තුවේ subject කරන්න එක පටලව ගන්නවා. Subject කරන්න එපා. Subject කරන්න එපා කියලා කියන්නේ subject එක මේක වෙනවම. Actually you have to go to basic. We have done 4 rules. There are another 5 rules. Actually, you have to follow those rules only. According to those rules, it is very clear. Now, this is an equation put a. So, although it is a single term equation, all the terms in this equation should have same dimension. According to that argument, there are 2 terms. One is E, other one is ZGS. These 2 terms should have same dimension. There are the tests. There are the dimension formula of non-physical quantity. Then you can understand the dimension of Z. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Earlier one, when you're taking the dimension, we wrote the formula and we got the dimensions. But here also, can't we do the same thing? Write the formula and then get the dimension, make Z subject and get the formula for Z and write the dimensions and derive the answer. That way also is possible, no?
That means you have written formula for E.
Yeah, Z is equal to E over GH. Then get the
right. That's also correct. That's also correct. That's also correct for this scenario only. Because this is a single term equation. This is single term equation. Therefore, you can subject G. Means you can subject Z. Therefore, you will not thrown here. But if you are given this kind of equation, S equal ut plus half AT squared, and you are asked to determine the dimension of U, then you cannot subject U. Because you are not determining the value of U. That is the problem. So in this case, actually it is not needed to subject U. Because you can use the second rule of dimension analysis. In the second rule, it says all the terms in the equation, all the terms in an equation should have same dimension. According to that rule, UT product should have the dimension of S. Dimension of S means L. Therefore, UT product, dimension of UT product is equal to L. And therefore, if you are given multiple terms equation, no need to subject the particular physical quantity. No need it. Because you are not asked the value of U. You are not asked the value of U. You are asked the dimension of U. The dimension of U. Then you have to follow the rules in dimension analysis. And
so they are saying S is equal to UT plus half AT. Then dimension of S and UT are equal. But if the dimension of AT and S are different, then it's a then also we can.
You are not given wrong equation. It's normal. You are not given wrong equation to determine the dimension of some unknown physical quantity. You are given correct equation.
Correct equation.
And you are given a correct equation. So once you are given a correct equation, then you can easily determine the dimension of the unknown physical quantity.
So if the plus means
otherwise, you cannot determine the correct equation, correct dimension. Did you get my point, Puti?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mute. You can consider these two only. Yes, yes. SIUT, yes. Yes, Dylan. Very sorry. Very sorry.
It's two equations. S is equal to UT and S is equal to AT also, no?
So not A is correct. A is correct. So you can take either two.
Either two.
You can take S is dimension of S equal dimension of UT. This one also correct.
Other one also correct. We can take other one
Other
also.
one also correct. 8 is correct.
Right.
But the thing is, this is very simple one. S means S is a length. Therefore, that is equal to L. No? And otherwise, you have to simplify this thing also. Therefore, no need to get this thing. This is because this is a for convenient purpose. You can take S. And you can consider this. Therefore, UT multiplication, UT product, dimension of UT product is equal to L to T. Therefore, dimension of U into dimension of T is equal to L. Dimension of T means dimension of time. Therefore, U, dimension of U into time is equal to L. Therefore, dimension of U is equal to L. You have to take T into the side. Therefore, T minus 1, L T minus 1. Is that correct? Clear now? No. This is not your answer. This is not your answer. My answer anyway. Maganda kiwa naman man game hadana dia kadang dia. Okay. Is that correct? Is that okay with my Tevan? If it is okay, please say that.
Yes.
Okay. Then the next one. F is equal GMM over X square. F is equal third one G MM over X square. Now this one also singleton equation. No. You are given one more break. Okay? There's no another breaks. Look at this one. Again, there are only two terms. One is this term, other one is this term. Therefore, you can equate the dimension of two terms because if it is an equation, all the terms in the equation should have same dimension. You have to write the argument. All terms in an equation should have the same dimension. Now, product correction. Then there are two terms with A, one is F. Therefore, dimension of F should be equal dimension of G M1 M2 over X square. Okay. Dimension of F then equal dimension of G into dimension of M1 dimension of M2 over dimension of X square. Now this is a dimension formula. Now you can apply dimension of each term, dimension of not each term, dimension of each physical quantity. come on, dimension of force is equal mlt minus 2. Here dimension of G. Here dimension of means mass. This one also mass. Mass into mass. Mass is square. Therefore, m is squared. Divided by. Here length put it. This is a length. This is a length. No. This is a length is square. Length is square. L is square. Really? 1m to 1m will be cancelled out. Therefore, G, dimension of G is equal m minus 1. Here L cube. L2 into L is L cube. Then T minus 2. So this is the dimensional formula of G. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. Thank you. Okay. Then fourth part. S equal UZ plus half AT square. S equal UZ half AT square. Okay, now no need to, now this is a multiple term equation put there. Therefore, no need to subject the Z. No need to subject Z. Without subjecting Z, you can determine the dimension of Z put it. Because you are not asked to determine the value of Z. You are asked to determine the dimension. Then you have to follow the rules of dimensions. Actually, there are about 9 rules. Now we have discussed 4 rules. Therefore, you can use them. Yeah, -1 in the common. You have to multiply this one by this thing. Cross multiplication. Exactly. Look at this one. Now you know you can use the same argument. All the terms, if this is an equation, all the terms in this equation should have same dimension. All the terms in this equation should have same dimension. Write that argument. All terms in an equation should have same dimension. Should have the same dimension. Should have same dimension. Therefore, dimension of S is equal dimension of U into dimension of Z. Now we have a little bit, actually we have a practice over there. Now we can eliminate one step. Here I have write this step. Now we can eliminate one step because now we have a practice. Dimension of S is equal dimension of U into dimension of Z because all the terms should have same dimension. Therefore, dimension of this term should be equal to dimension of this term. Is that clear? If you clear this step, please raise your hand. Thank you. Then dimension of S is equal to L Puti. Dimension of u is given, no? LT minus 1. LT minus 1 into dimension of Z. L to L will be cancelled out. Then you have to take this T minus 1 into other side. Therefore, it will be positive 1. Then dimension of Z is equal T. Dimension of Z is equal T. T. Is that correct? If it is correct, please raise the hand. Fair on other side. If it is correct, please raise the hand. Okay, thank you. The next one, fifth one. V equal y plus 80. V equal y plus 80. V equal y plus 80. Fifth one, no? Fifth one. V equal y plus 80. Argument V equal y plus 80. Fifth one. V equal y plus 80. This is very easy one. Now this is the equation put there. You have determined the dimension of y. So argument is, if this is an equation, all the terms in this equation should have the same dimension. All the terms in an equation should have the same dimension. You can use that argument. They write this one. Therefore, dimension of V should be equal dimension of Y. Dimension of V should be equal dimension of Y. Therefore, dimension of Y is equal dimension of V. Dimension of V means velocity. Therefore, it is equal LT minus 1. It is equal LT minus 1. Therefore, dimension of Y is equal LT minus 1. So don't write y is equal LT minus 1. Okay, don't write this one. This will wrong because this is wrong. Okay, because y is not equal to LT minus 1. Dimension of y is equal to LT minus 1. Therefore, cross square brackets are mandatory requirements. Then, fifth one, sixth one. V square plus U square plus A is it. Sixth term. V square plus U square is V square equal U square plus 2A is it. All right. Again, we have to use the same argument. What is the argument? If this is an equation, all the terms in this equation should have same dimension. All the terms in this equation should have same dimension. Is it clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. Okay. Therefore, I think I can equate these two and things. Therefore, 2 doesn't have a dimension for A, therefore no need to worry about 2. Therefore, dimension of A into dimension of Z, that is this term with A, it should be equal to part of this. Part of this means dimension of V square. A means that is given there is acceleration. Therefore, L T minus 2 into dimension of Z, that is equal. V means velocity. That means LT minus 1. You have to take the square of LT minus 1. Therefore, L square T minus 2. LT minus 1 square කරන් මේක එන්නේ. LT right? You have to take the square of LT minus 1. The square of LT minus 1, then L square T minus 2. Then it's very clear, T minus 2 will be cancelled out. 1L to 1L will be cancelled out. Therefore, dimension of Z is equal. Dimension of Z is equal. Tell you. If it is okay, please raise the hand. 10 on the side. Have it. Okay. Then the seventh one. S equal U plus Z over 2 times T. Okay. Now tell me, what would be the argument you are going to use in this question? What would be the argument? What would be the argument you are going to use to determine the dimension of Z? What is the rule? What is the rule you are going to use to determine the dimension of Z? මොන රූල් එකද ඔයා යූස් කරන්න යන්නේ Z වල dimension එක හොයන්න? What is the rule? What is the rule you are going to use to determine the dimension of Z? 10 quickly. මොකක්ද යූස් කරන්නේ? තේරෙනවද?
Rule number 2.
Rule number 2. 2 means all the equations, sorry, all the terms in an equation should have same dimension, no?
Yeah.
Sorry, that is one answer. Another one? Another one? What is the rule? Phil, help with it? What is the rule you are going to use? Yes, rule number 2 can be utilized. That is okay. Rule number 2 can be utilized with it, but think twice. Think twice. Without doing much calculation, you can take the dimension of Z very quickly. If you choose the correct rule. If you choose the correct rule, you can take the dimension of Z very quickly.
Left is equal to right hand side. Single equation. Single equation.
Sorry, what is it?
Single equation. 2S is equal to UT. U plus Z. 2S, right? I can first arrange the equation, make it.
You means you are going to subject.
It's an addition. It's a multiplication. It's addition. I had to make it addition rule, no?
Yes. Addition rule. You know, addition or subtraction can be done among two equal physical quantities. No? Addition or subtraction can be done among two equal physical quantities. That is rule number 1. No, addition or subtraction can be done among two equal physical quantities. Therefore, according to that rule, now there is an addition between U and Z. There is an addition between U and Z. Therefore, here we can directly equate the dimension of U is equal dimension of is a dimension of U is equal dimension of is a what is the reason? Argument. Addition or subtraction? Whether subtraction or not. Addition can be done among two equal physical quantities. Two equal physical quantities. Therefore, Ez and U are two equal physical quantities. Therefore, dimension of Ez should be equal dimension of U. You know, U means there is a velocity. There is a velocity. Therefore, dimension of Ez is equal L T minus 1. LT minus. Is that correct? If it is if you can understand that thing, please raise the hand. Hare Krishna.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next one. Eighth one. Eighth one. E equal. And Z square. You need to determine Y and Z. Y and Z. Therefore, what is the argument that you are going to utilize? What is the argument? What is the rule you are going to use in this question?
Here also addition rule.
Addition rule.
First one. Rule 1.
But there's addition with two unknown physical quantities. Here, you can use addition rule. But the thing is, you don't know Y as well as Z. You don't know Y as well as Z. Therefore, from addition rule, you can equate the dimension of mgy and mz square. There's no addition between E and mg. E and this one. There's no addition in between these two.
Yeah.
Therefore, you have to use the second rule. That means all the terms in an equation should have same dimension. All the terms in this equation should have same dimension. Therefore, from that, I can say dimension of E should be equal dimension of M, dimension of G, dimension of Y. As well as that is equal dimension of M into dimension of Z square. Z square. MGI, dimension of E is equal dimension of E. Yes. You have to equate these two separately. First, you can consider this equation. Second, you can consider this equation. There are two equations. Actually, there are three equations. Among three equations, you can consider two. So if you consider the first one first, E means energy is M, L square T minus 2 is equal, dimension of M is M, dimension of G means L T minus 2 into dimension of Y. Dimension of Y. Therefore, M10 will be cancelled out. M10 will be cancelled out. Then T minus 2 will be cancelled out. 1L to 1L will be cancelled out. Therefore, dimension of Y is equal to L. Dimension of Y is equal. That is a length. That is a length. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. Here on the Sunday. Then the second equation, dimension of E is equal dimension of MZ square. Dimension of E is equal dimension of MZ square. And dimension of E equal dimension of M dimension of Z square. Dimension of E means ML square T minus 2. M is dimension of M is N. Dimension of Z square. Therefore, M2 will be cancelled out. Z square is equal L square T minus 2. L square T minus 2. That means this is equal L T minus 1 full square is equal Z dimension of Z square. Therefore, if you take the square root of both sides, dimension of Z is equal L T minus 1. LT minus 1. I will let you know. I have to finish this sum. I have to finish this sum. Is it okay? Where they know? Okay. The next one. Ninth one. Sorry. Yes, ninth one. Is equal mv to the power y. Mv to the power y. No? So what is the dimension of y? What is the dimension of y?
1.
How
No,
did you say? Yes, how did you say?
rule number 4.
Yes. Now it is very direct answer, Bhute. Y is index. Y is an index. If it is an index, it should be a number. It should be a number. If it is an index, it should be a number. Therefore, according to rule number 4, index has no dimension. Index has no dimension. Therefore, you can write this one now. Can you believe y? Y means y is an index. Y is an index. So this is the argument. Y is equal index. You have to write this one. This is the argument. Logic. Then dimension of y should be equal dimension of index. Index is a number. Index is a number. Therefore, dimension of y should be a dimension of number or dimension of index. That is a equal one. That is equal to 1. Because there is no dimension for numbers. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise your hand. They know to send. 2 ගන්න බෑ ඔයාට. How did you take 2? How did you take 2 with it? Huh? I know you remember. No. I know you remember the equation for kinetic energy. Therefore, you wrote it as 2, no? Kinetic energy මතක් වෙන නිසා නේද කරේ? Otherwise, you cannot do. Follow? Ah, yeah, you are actually answer. තියුණ. ඔයා ආන්සර් එක දීලා තියෙන්නේ හැම ක්වෙස්චන් එකක් නෙමෙයි. ඔයාගේ එහෙම මොකද ක්වෙස්චන් එක? මට කියන්න ඔයාගේ හැම ක්වෙස්චන් එක. නෑ හොඳයි ගොඩක් මේ දක්ෂ විදිහට ආන්සර් දීලා තියෙනවා. හැබැයි ආන්සර් දෙන්නෙම හරියට නෙමෙයි. මොකක්ද ඔයාගේ හැම ක්වෙස්චන් එක? මොකද පුතේ හැම ක්වෙස්චන් එක? ඔයාගෙන් ඇහුවද y වල වැලියු කොහොමද? ඔයාගෙන් ඇහුවද y වල වැලියු කොහොමද? What is the question, Puti? What is the question? You have to determine the dimension of y, not y. Is that clear? Dimension, you have to determine the dimension of y. Now you have to determine y. That's okay, that is correct, Puti. Y is equal to, and that is correct. But this is the answer, Puti. Therefore, you need to determine the dimension of y. That means you have to determine dimension of both sides. Now 2 is a number, therefore dimension is 1. Or it has no dimension. Is that clear? ඔයා මෙතනින් නවත්තලා. මෙතනින් නවත්තුවොත් එහෙනම් උත්තරේ වැරදි. අපරාධ මහන්සි උනේ. මෙතනින් නවත්තුවොත් ආන්සර් එක වැරදි. මොකද මේක නෙමෙයි අහලා තියෙන්නේ. y නෙමෙයි අහලා තියෙන්නේ පුතේ. Dimension. ඉතින් dimension එක හොයන්න y වල වැලියු එක හොයන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. අපි දන්නවා y කියන්නේ නම්බර එකක් කියලා නේ. අපි දන්නවා y කියන්නේ නම්බර එකක් කියලා. ඒ නම්බර එක මොකක්ද කියලා හොයන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් අපි දන්නවා y කියන්නේ නම්බර එකක් කියලා. ඒ නම්බර එක 2 වුණත් 4 වුණත් 5 වුණත් 6 වුණත් ඒක නම්බර එකක්. එහෙනම් නම්බර එකක් කියන දේ කිව්වනම් නැති. y is a number. Therefore, dimension is equal. Is that clear? That is a difference between, there's a difference between value and the dimension. Value is one thing, dimension is one thing. Not that. Actually, I will broadcast the thing on YouTube too. But from next week onward, you have to register to the my website. I will let you know how to register. How to get registration. Actually, now some video is being prepared. If after preparing that video, I will release that video. Then, studying that video, you can get the registration. Then, from next week onward, all the links as well as all the materials, then recordings, all are in that website. Okay, therefore, you have to go to the website and watch the recordings as well as when you are participating to the classes, you have to log into the website and go to your class, and in your class there will be the link, then you can participate for the classes. Yes, but yes, there. And hard copies කොහොමද වෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ you are given hard copies also. but soft copies, all the soft copies and all the relevant materials will be uploaded to the website. But sometimes I'm sending some books, that will be uploaded to your group. The other materials will be uploaded to the website, right? Because that is very convenient way to discuss, or we can may have a forum, we can have a discussion forum also. Therefore, from next week, most probably we can proceed that thing from next week onward. If there is any technical issue, then it will go to the 25th of May, or otherwise, I hope to start that from 23rd or 22nd of May. හරි මේ වල ගොඩක් වෙලා 20 seconds වලින් දැන් මම මේක launch කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. මොකක් හරි problem එකක් ආව නැත්නම් technical issue එකක් ආව නැත්නම් 20 second of May වලින් දැන් දිගටම website එක තමයි එතකොට use වෙන්නේ. හරි website එක තමයි use වෙන්නේ. ඒක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට 26 කට්ටිය සහ 27 කට්ටිය තමයි මම මේක focus කරන්නේ 25 කට්ටිය තියෙනවා. දැන් ඉතින් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ගුරුන් ළඟයිනේ. I think ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ website එකට මේ දාලා මේ වෙන අවශ්‍යතාවයක් නැහැ. මේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ විදිහක් තියෙනවා. 25 කට්ටිය, sorry 26 කට්ටිය, 27 කට්ටියයි. මේ වෙබ්සයිට් එක තුල තමයි ඊට පස්සේ log වෙන්න වෙන්නේ. අමාරු නෑ. අමාරු නෑ. උනාට මේ මොකද එතකොට YouTube එකේම තමයි රෙකෝඩ් වෙන්නේ පොතේ. YouTube රෙකෝඩින් එක එතකොට play වෙන්නේ වෙබ්සයිට් එකේ. හරි? එච්චරයි වෙන්නේ. එච්චරයි වෙන්නේ. Okay, this is the 8th one, no? And there 5 day. Friday I have class with 2025 students, therefore that is not possible. Definitely I have to use a weekend class for it. I have to use a weekend day because one class should be a longer session for it. Normally, after another 1 month, this class will be up to 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. Yeah. Now 2026 students actually after completion of 2 months, 2020 students I started 2 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. class for 2026 students. Therefore, same will be done for your batch also. And again, 2 p.m. ඉඳන් 10:30 p.m. වෙනකන් longer session එකක් කරනවා. එතකොට කීයක්ද බලන්න? How many hours? How many hours? 14 to 10:30 minutes, 22. 8.5, no? 8.5. Therefore, there will be 8.5 hours in that day. Therefore, I have to cover 8.5 hour within a week. Within a week, therefore, there should be a class in weekend. Otherwise, I cannot cover that time. That is a problem. Or the problem එකයි අර time එක catch up කරගන්න විදියක් නැහැ weekday එක යමුත් මේක නිසා අනිවාර්යෙන් දැන් මම 25 students ලයි class එකක් තියෙනවා Sunday 26 ලයි class එකක් තියෙනවා මේ 27 ලයි class එක Sunday full වෙලා තියෙනවා අර දෙගොල්ලන්ගේ Sunday 25 එක පටන් ගන්න පිටේ 5:30 ඉඳන් 12:30 වෙනකන් මෙතන යනවා 8 hours එකට යනවා. හරිද? මේ ඊට පස්සේ අරගොල්ලන්ගේ ඔසවන මේ 25 students වලට මම classes 3ක් යනවා මේ weekday එක. classes 3යි paper class එකයි classes 4ක් යනවා ඒගොල්ලෝ අතර. හරිද 25 කට්ටියට. මේ 26 කට්ටියට classes දෙකයි තාම යන්නේ. තව වෙලා දාගන්න බැරි වුණා. බෑ ඒ තරම් full මගේ මේ time table එක. මේ 2005 කට්ටිය ඉවරුනට පස්සේ 25 කට්ටිය ඉවරුනට පස්සේ එතනින් මට free හම්බ වෙනා පුතේ මේ English medium classes 3යි සිංහල medium classes 2යි paper class එකයි. classes වත් 6ක් free හම්බ වෙනවා. හරිද? එතකොට ඒ 6ට දාගන්න ඉන්නේ 26 ලගේ paper class එක දා ගන්නවා. ඕගොල්ලන්ට තව extra classes දෙකක් දා ගන්නවා. හරිද? ඔව්. ඕගොල්ලන්ට තව extra classes දෙකක් දා ගන්නවා. extra classes දෙකක් දාගන්න එකක් තමයි Thursday. Thursday එක මම මේ දැන් ඕගොල්ලන් උඩි තියෙන Thursday class එක මම හවසට දා ගන්නවා. හරිද? Thursday වෙරනම් මොකක් කර වෙන දෙයක් කියන්න මම එක හවස කියන්නේ මට evening slot එකක් ඕන. evening slots දෙකක් ඕන. Actually I need 2 evening slots and 1 weekend. 2 evening slots and 1 weekend. And therefore, from this November onwards, there will be 3 classes per 1 week. 3 classes per 1 week. Otherwise, actually, my method is relatively different with the others. Normally, I will do longer sessions. Otherwise, I cannot. Actually, that is not effective. They can ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේක group class එකක් නේ. මේ group classes එක නිසා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ළමයි questions අහනවා. ඒ ළමයි ගැන අපිට හොඳටම මේ study කරන්න ඕනි. එක එක ළමයට ඒ විදිහට කියා දෙන්න ඕනි. දැන් එතකොට මේක maths class එකක් වුණා නම් එහෙම හිතන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මට ඇවිල්ලා කරන්න විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට maths class එක මේ අර ළමයා මොකක් කරගත්තත් පාඩම කරගන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට time එක එතන issue එකක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි group class එකක මම හොඳටම ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ answers දන්නකොට මට ඒක කියා දෙන්න. ඔයාලා අහන questions වලට මට answers කරන්න ඕන. හරිද? එතකොට ඒක time එකක් ඕන. ඒ නිසා අනිවාර්යෙන් group class එකට ලොකු time එකක් අපි allocate කරගන්න ඕන. group class එක ඕගොල්ලෝ utilize කරගන්න ඕන තේ විදියට. පුළුවන් තරම් questions අහන්න. පුළුවන් තරම් මේ ඔයාලා ඒක ඔයාලගේ individual එකක් විදිහට හිතාගෙන වැඩි කරන්න. හරිද? මොකද මේක කොහොමත් මේ මූල් පේන්නේ නැහැ නේ පුතේ. මේක මේ මොකද ඔන්ලයින් ක්ලාස් එකක් දැන් මොකද ෆිසිකල් ක්ලාස් එකක් වුණා නම් ක්වෙස්චන්ස් අහන්න බයයි කියලා මට කියන්න පුළුවන් මොකද මේ නිකන් අර සමහර වෙන්නානේ මේ පොඩ්ඩක් අර එහෙම කතා කරන්න කැමති නැති ළමයි මේ හැබැයි මම හරි ආසයි කතා කරන්න මොකද ඒක ඕගොල්ලෝගේ පර්සනැලිටි ඔයාලගේ පර්සනැලිටි එක මාර වටිනවා හරිද මේ එහෙම වුණාට පස්සේ ඔයාලා පුළුවන් තරම් ඔයාලට ඉන්න ක්වෙස්චන්ස් අහලා ඒක sort out කරගන්න. මොකද මේක ඒ වගේ ක්ලාස් එකක්. ඒ නිසා මට ඒ ටයිම් එක ඕනේ. ඒ ටයිම් එක ඕන නිසා තමයි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ටයිම් ස්ලොට්ස් තුනක් දාගන්න. තුනක් මම දාගන්න. හරිද? ඒ නිසා දැන් ඔයගොල්ලොත් එක්ක ඩිස්කස් කරලා ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඊළඟ ක්ලාසස් තියෙන විදිහත් එක්ක බලලා ටයිම් ස්ලොට්ස් තුනක් දාගන්නවා. මේ හැබැයි මට අර 2026 වලට උනේ ගොඩක් ළමයින්ට තුනක් දාගන්න බැරි වුණා. ඒක නිසා මම එක ලොංග සෙෂන් එකක් කරා පුතේ මේ වීකෙන්ඩ් වල. වීකෙන්ඩ් වල ලොංග සෙෂන් එකක් කරා. ඒක පොඩි ඉෆෙක්ටිව් එකක් ආවා. හරිද? හැබැයි තව ක්ලාස් එකක් දාගන්න ඕනේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට. මේ ඕකත් එක්ක මට ඔය ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙනවා මේ පුතේ මට Thursday or Friday මට වෙන ක්ලාස් එකක් දාගන්න පුළුවන් වෙනවා. ඒ ටයිම් එක මදි. ඔය ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙනවා මට හෙල්ප් බෑක් කරන්න පුළුවන් ඕනනම් අර මේ ඒත් ඉතින් ඉන්න වෙනවා මේ මොනවද 2025 කට්ටිය එක්සෑම් එක ඉවරනකම් ඉන්න වෙනවා මේ ස්ලොට් එකක් හොයාගන්න. මොකද ටයිම් ස්ලොට් එකක් තියෙනදී ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙනවා. ඒ දේ තියෙනවා. ඒකයි උනේ. බලමු අපි discuss කරලා බලමු තියන්න පුළුවන් විදියක් තියෙනවා නම් if there's any possibility to change then definitely I will change, but one thing I have to say, I need a session, I need a time slot in weekend today. Otherwise I cannot do a longer session class today. Definitely it should be a must. There's a mandatory requirement. I have to do a longer session class, otherwise I cannot cover the syllabus. And therefore, because if we do a class in weekday, definitely it should be a 3-hour class per day. Otherwise, it will not be effective because after a few months we will start to go school. Therefore, I cannot use the morning sessions. After starting of schools, I cannot use morning sessions. Then definitely I have to allocate another evening session for you. Normally evening sessions can be started around 7 o'clock. Therefore, normally it will take only 3-hour session. It will take only 3 hours.
So two classes, no? 7 to 10 one, and this is Saturday class.
Sorry about that?
Saturday 1 to 3-hour class in the night 7 to 10, and one this class. The 2 class will be enough, no, to cover all the work.
Yeah, but actually that is a continuous class. Continuous class means from 2 p.m. to 10:30 p.m.
Yeah, that is one.
Yeah, 10:30 p.m. there will be a break at the middle, but it will be a continuous class like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Because otherwise actually there's a longer session. The longer session means actually it is equal to 2 classes.
Then one class required, one more time.
Sorry?
One more time required, no, sir? One more time, no, to do the math part.
One more time required, yes, because there is only 2 classes. There is only 2 classes, but I still need at least one time. At least something, not one more, at least one time. Actually, it will be better. You can arrange 2 time slots, but at least one time slot should be required. That is a must.
One time 3-hour slot.
3-hour class, yes, 3-hour class. Okay. Most probably. So if you can arrange a 3-hour class in morning. So if we can continue this Thursday class until your school start, it will be much better. Then we can cover a lot of things. No?
Until school starts, no? Until school starts.
Until school starts with it. Otherwise I cannot arrange.
Complete.
Still I cannot arrange a nighttime class for you because my time slot is full until November. After this November, actually 6 time slots will be released. 6. And therefore, after this November, definitely there will be a lot of freedoms. Therefore, I can arrange some extra days for you. But until then, I have to receive a day. I have to receive a day. Therefore, I think the best thing is I will send my possible times. I will send my possible time. Then, as a poll, so you have to vote that thing.
3-hour time. 3-hour time.
Yes.
No?
Yes. I will let you know what will be my free times after this November. Then please vote for according to your availability. If you are available in more than one time, please tick all of them, and then I can arrange an extra day. I can arrange an extra day. Okay. Then last question. Not last question. This is the last question, no? E equal U is it, no? Make a half U is it. Is equal half U is it. As we use it. Half V U is it. Now tell me how to do this. You need to determine the dimension of Z. You need to determine the dimension of Z. How to determine the dimension of Z? How to determine the dimension of Z? So what will be the argument? What will be the rule that we are going to use?
Index.
What will be the rule?
Index rule.
Index rule, yes. Then now tell me what is the indexing? What is the indexing?
Use it.
Yes, very good. This is there's index. Pute index is U is it. This is U is it. This is U is it. Therefore, U is it. This entire expression is the index. Is the index. Therefore, dimension of U is it is equal dimension of index. You know index is a number. Therefore, dimension of U is equal 1. Therefore, dimension of U into dimension of Z is equal 1. U means LT minus 1. LT minus 1 into Z is equal 1. Then you have to take this into this side. Then Z is equal L minus 1 T plus. L minus 1 T plus. Is that clear? Mega therium lang natusan. If it is okay, please raise the hand. Alright. Now,
What the maths that you apply in there, sir, to take the other side is a division or multiplication? How we are transferring that one?
this one.
LT minus 1, Z is equal to 1. Then you have made a Z subject.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to do, actually, you have to bring this one into the other side.
Yeah.
Therefore,
So
you have
divide.
to do cross multiplication. Cross multiplication. Therefore, this is equal 1 over L T minus 1.
Ah, right.
Then take this into the numerator.
Ah, right. Okay.
Then this is equal L minus 1 T plus. That is the topic.
Yeah.
There. Now do the 11th question and 12th question. Takka 11th question and 12th question. 11th question and 12th one. Eleventh question. V square is equal U to the power my plus Z. Plus 2A's. You need to determine dimension of Y and Z. Dimension of Y and Z. 11th one. 12th one is V square is equal U to the power U Z over S plus Py plus US. U Z over S. U Z over S1. Okay, have you completed this one? Very well. No, but you have to do these two questions. You have to do these two questions. Okay. Shall we start with question number 11? Question number 11. But so here you have to determine the dimensions of y and z. Dimensions of y and z. Now let me know what is this one? What is this?
X.
That is an index. That is an index. Therefore, my plus c, that entire expression is an index. That entire expression is an index. Therefore, my plus z is an index. Index means that is a number. That is a number. Therefore, my plus z is a number. My plus z is a number. So you know now this is an equation, Pute. If it is an equation, all the terms in this equation should have same dimension. All the terms in the equation should have same dimension. Therefore, this one should be a number. This one also equal to number. Therefore, all the terms should be numbers. All terms should be numbers. Therefore, my next logic is all terms in an equation should have the same dimension. The same dimension. Therefore, this should be a number. Therefore, is a dimension. Therefore, Z should be a number. Math number. This should be a number. This should be a number. Therefore, Z should be a number. As well as my. My should be a number. Both are numbers. Both are numbers. Therefore, dimension of Z should be equal dimension of number. You know dimension of number is equal to 1. That means it has no dimension. Therefore, dimension of Z is equal to 1. Dimension of Z is equal to 1. On the other side, dimension of M into dimension of Y is equal to dimension of number. That means dimension of number is 1. Dimension of M is equal to M, capital M. Capital M into dimension of Y is equal to 1. Therefore, if you subtract Y, that means you have to take this in here. 1 over M is M to the power minus 1. Therefore, dimension of Y is equal to M to the power minus 1. M to the power minus 1. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. Clear on do something? Catherine. Methylene possible after this point. So this is the first one. So after this point, you have to apply the second rule. You have to apply the second rule. Is it okay, Chris?
Yes, yes, sir.
Then you can do this one, okay? Look at it.
Then we have to write further the dimension of z is equal to 1, then we have to say no dimension, right?
Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah. That's better. That's better. That's
Better.
better. That's better. You have to say, he said, has no dimension. You can say. Then this part, look at this one. It is very clear. This entire expression is a number. 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 Therefore, U is a over S plus Py is an index. This is the index. This entire expression is an index. The entire expression is an index. Therefore, this entire expression is an index. That means it is a number. It is a number. Therefore, U is a over S plus Py is an index means number. This is a number. Now this is an equation. This is an equation. You know, if it is an equation, all terms in an equation should have same dimension. They should be same physical quantity. They should be same physical quantity. Therefore, all terms in an equation should have same dimension. Should have the same dimension. Should have same dimension. Therefore, now this is a term. This one is a term. This one is a term. This one is a term. All are terms. Therefore, Py should be a number. U z over S should be a number because all are terms and they are equal physical quantities. Definitely, they should be equal physical quantities. All the terms in an equation should have same dimension. Therefore, according to that argument, U is a over S is a number. Then Py, that also a number. Therefore, dimension of U into dimension of Z or dimension of S, that is equal to dimension of number. Dimension of number. Dimension of number. This is equal to dimension of number. Therefore, dimension of number is equal to 1. So this is equal to 1. Dimension of U and dimension of, you all know this thing. Dimension of U is LT minus 1 into dimension of Z, or dimension of S is equal L. That is equal. Here L12 will be cancelled out. So T minus 1 here. So if you take this one into other side, this index will be positive. Now, 1 over T minus 1. 1 over T minus 1, then you can take it into numerator. Then it will be T plus 1. Therefore, dimension of Z is equal dimension of Z is equal. Is that clear? If it is clear, please raise the hand. තේරෙනවද උස්සන්න? If it is clear, please raise the hand. තේරෙනවද උස්සන්න? හරිද තිල? Very good. Then this, the second relationship. The second relationship is this one. Py is a number. Py is a number. Therefore, Py is a number. Therefore, dimension of P into dimension of Y is a dimension of number. Dimension of number is 1. Dimension of P means pressure, no? Pressure? That's the pressure, no? Pressure can be What P means what you are it should be pressure. It should be pressure. Time is T. Come on, time and it should be pressure. It should be pressure. It should be pressure. It should be pressure. You have to change that thing. It should be pressure. P should be pressure. P should be pressure. So if we apply time, that will be okay. So if we apply time here, time into Y is equal, dimension is 1. Dimension of P is time, dimension of Y is equal, dimension of number is 1. Therefore, dimension of Y is equal, you have to take time into other side, then it will be go to 1 over time, then 1 over time means T to the power minus 1, T to the power minus 1. Actually, it should be pressure. For the future pressures, you have to consider P1, P as a pressure. Did you get my calculation? If you get my calculation, please raise the hand. My calculation is there, sir. Okay, now you can note down the thing. Melia. Okay, I finished. I finished. Have yeah. Okay, have you completed with it? Have you completed? You're the Apuni.
So this video will be available tomorrow. What is the situation, sir? This video, the today's one, this video.
Actually, after my completion of today's class, I can send that to you because this is on YouTube now. Therefore, after completion of my today's class, you can watch that.
Okay.
This is in my YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Therefore, no, there's no any time duration.
So that link, sir, will be sending the link, no?
Sorry?
You have to send the link for us to watch, no? You have to send the link, no? We
Yes,
can.
sir. I will send it to you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Right. In your channel, it is there, sir. In your channel, it's already there.
Yes, that's my channel. My name is there, Malan Patrigi. Then you can search that one. Then you can go to my channel.
In the channel, all the videos are there in sequence way, yeah?
Yes. I have to upload some videos, but there are some available videos. No? There are some available videos.
Good videos.
Okay. Then we can complete today's class. But actually, this will be this was a lengthy class regarding dimension analysis because we had to do a lot of questions regarding this lesson. Still, we have to do another 5 rules. Then we have to complete those questions. And so once you now we are going to finish with it because there's no time to do another session here. Because actually I have already allocated the extra 1 hour to do dimension analysis. That is the problem. But that is for you to put it. Therefore, because I wanted to complete this session, then the next day we will start the next 5 rules. After completion of that 5 rules, the dimensional analysis part will be completed. Then we will start measuring instrument after that one. Then at the end of this month, you will have a little very small exam Actually, that exam will be related to dimension analysis as well as basic mathematics, Therefore, it will be a very small question paper, but it will be our monthly paper. Normally, I'm conducting monthly tests for every batch. Therefore, this is the first monthly test of your batch. Actually, I did not conduct a monthly test in April because we hadn't do much in April. Therefore, this is your first monthly test. It will be on 31st of Saturday. So until 24th of Saturday, there will be in your exam. Yes, Pratik. Yes.
Sir, do we have to remember the units about in the dimension about physical quantities? Do we have to remember those? The units, SI units?
Sorry, Pratik?
So do we have to remember those SI units?
You miss
quantities?
dimension.
Yes, sir.
Dimension units.
Yes, sir.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You have to remember. You don't want to remember all of them. You don't want to remember all of them, but these physical quantities, especially those physical quantities, let me know. Displacement, distance, those are very easy thing. Displacement, distance, then a test. Acceleration, then force, then pressure, energy, work done, power, then what else? Efficiency, angle, what else? Area, those are very easy. So there are some physical quantities. Those are regular physical quantities. Therefore, in most of questions, these physical quantity can be there. Therefore, when you are asked to determine the dimension of a physical quantity, if you can remember that dimension, then you can directly answer the question without calculating it. Therefore, it will be much better if you can remember, because actually, once you do the mechanics and some other units put there, then actually you will remember those things. You will remember because actually this is your beginning over there. This is your beginning. Therefore, these physical quantities are new for you. Therefore, still you haven't much deal with these physical quantities. But after some time, you will may remember the dimensions of those physical quantities without much of it. But for the question, for the paper, please remember. Okay. Okay. Do you have any other questions regarding to this lesson? So if you missed today's lessons, please watch it again. I will send them a YouTube video again. Okay, then please watch it again and go through the lesson. Because this is a very, very special lesson. You have to understand all the things in this lesson. So this is the heart. This is the heart of this lesson. Heart of this unit Pute. And therefore, please go through the lesson again. If you have any questions, please let me know. Then I will help you. And so most of the cases, so most probably, I can arrange an exam on 31st of May. Therefore, please be prepared. Then until then, sorry. Yes, there is another class on 24th. On 24th class, we will discuss about the other application of dimensional analysis. Therefore, I think we can complete dimensional analysis in our next class. Then your exam will be until the dimensional analysis. Right? Okay, then we can complete today's lesson, Pute. Everyone, good night. Have one, Pute.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.
Welcome, Pute.